Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Alright guys, how's everyone doing? It's your homeboy XtremeTony. Welcome everyone to the birthday bash. XGWL birthday bash, that is. And we're here celebrating my birthday as I turned 20. No, I didn't say 20. 43. I'm like, I know, I'm like, as a lot of people are starting to send, have been sending like happy birthday posts on my Facebook timeline. But yes, as we get our opening contest, Brandon Thomas versus Apollo. Here comes the Italian technician. Apollo comes back after being injured for a few years in the hands of the anarchists. Being a dominant one half of the tag team champions with Trey Steele a few years back, and the injury to Apollo forced him to retire temporarily. He set the fuel for Trey Steele to go after the XGWL Ultimate World title. Flash of two different styles here. You have the pure submission artist and full-on pure technician in Apollo versus someone that's still a bit of a high flyer despite packing on some pounds and adding muscle and leaving the Cruzeiro division. And Brandon Thomas still not afraid to keep that high flying ability with that springboard drop kick in the cover now, but only gets one. Now this power slam. There's one thing is that not all technicians are suplex machines, like, and a whole bunch of rest holds and. Because I know that Brandon Thomas had to improve himself a bit to get on put on his working boots. I know at times Brandon Thomas will try to train with Bradley White a bit because now that Apollo's back full time, Bradley White and his dad is now the head trainer over in WCWL. Thank you. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing, Summer? Glad to drop in. Try to share more links. Let's see. So right now, let's see. I know. So same thing with me. I still have to bring over the roster of 2k26. But it'll be great to see all the CEWs that are in the game and now standing moonsault by Brandon Thomas and now cover. Oh. Way out of range for that one. He has to be smarter with his high flying abilities because it's like when he misses, it's gonna hurt more. And now roll up, cover, one and only. Cover now. 2 count. And now, damn, in the hot Lana drop. One thing I gotta do is I need to change his finisher because I'm not feeling the hot Lana drop anymore. Now that he's a heavyweight, I mean, he's got to pull off a move that's... But he can still pull off moves like that, though. I'm still going over all the got the 7th and his birthday, plus the other people that I know, past and present. brothers, high school team, high school classmates from over 20 years ago. Some people I met here and there. Thomas getting the win over Apollo. But one thing is, Apollo's no slouch. He's a former pro champion and one half of the tag champions. But Brandon Thomas is no slouch either, because he is a former world champion, so. Alright, so we're going to have a match in the Cruzeiro division. Dragon Boy. Brandon Thomas. My brother, Sergeant Arturo Loco. Wait. Let me see. Dragon Boy, Sergeant Arturo Loco. what they always keep bringing up between me and my brother, like, so IRL, there's 3 differences between me and my brother. 4 actually. Let's see. So I'm 1 year older. I'm 1 inch taller, and I'm the heavier of the 2. And the 4th difference is, well, I'm a Leo. My brother's a Virgo. With my birthday being 8/22, my brother's birthday being September 3rd. And here comes the XGWL Crucible champion, Electro Inferno. For some people in CAW, they'd rather do a junior heavyweight versus a cruiserweight division, and that's fine. Because the old Crusader title was the weight limit of 220, reflecting the big man Stanford back in the day. More in line with a junior heavyweight style. That's in Japan, but I went more with the 205 weight limit of the cruiserweight. More of a lucha libre high flying style that you see in Mexico, like at CMLL and AAA. As far as wrestling goes, I remember watching old movies of Santo and Blue Demon at my grandma's house, my nana's house. And then my cousin, my dad's side, watched like old WWF videotapes. So yeah, I started watching wrestling in the early 90s. Started watching WWF in 93 during the New Generation period. So I was already in high school during the famed Attitude Era. And already a young adult during the Ruthless Aggression Era. So the gift credits, let's see, so Sergeant Abdul Loco is a CAW that I created based off my actual book. The Dragon Boy is a CAW originally created by 3X, and then in XWA, 3X changed his persona, everything to Aki-san, and made him like a junior heavyweight, whereas in XGWL he's still Dragon Ball. Let's see. I forget who created Jason Violet. But he was the one who created him and Davey go to form the Marvelous Ones. Ooh. Oh no, 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 no! Can't let Power Driver. So, an Electro Inferno was created by Sherman. He's in the chat right now. But I do have to point out that. Now look at this. Ooh, Air Force Space Buster. That 2/3 of the XGWL roster are CEW that are created by other people. 2 count. Almost 2 and 99%. Yeah. So if we were to take the combined rosters of XGWL and WCDL, and then the 30 more from Southern California CEW League from the past, out of the 90 in both XGWL and WCDL that's working in current day. Ooh. Out of those 90, only 30, about 25 to 30 are of my own creation in CW characters. Us paying cover. I love this element first. Right, the weapons are a nice spice to the match. Cover now. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Because the in-ring action, the characters should make the story, the match compelling enough. But I know during ECW and the Attitude Era, they got over-reliant on gimmick matches and hardcore rules. What's another match still with y'all? I mean, I like to do it. Then, during the Ruthless Aggression era, on the SmackDown side of things, they went back to basics. A lot of people got turned off by that. I get it, yeah. I understand that that spoiled rotten weapons matches that were going back to basic to technical styles and you're like, what the hell is this? And people turned off of it. The bummer is I do like that old school catchless catch can style too. It's just that that's why you have to have something for everybody, yeah. Look at all the CEOs I've created. You know, something for everybody. I have cruisers, I have technicians, I have bosses. I have one that partakes in that sports entertainment style. Same thing in the women's division. Ooh, Electron Inferno gets the win and proves why he is the XGWL Cruzeiro champion. Making the rest of the anarchist group proud for his efforts. Alright, so let's get the next match. It'll be a 6-woman tag. So Hustle and Balance are going to team up with Terra Toxic. I've created about 25 of my current CW characters. CWs are on the roster, and then a few 15 or 25 more that I've quote unquote adopted that they were originally created by someone else, and they're no longer part of the CW community, and I just kept creating them just to keep them on the roster. So I'm creating half the roster before I can start, before I can move the roster over every year. I'm getting news all over the place that the Spectrum purchased communications, so all the Cox cable stuff will be turned over to Spectrum Bradley. I'm like, if anyone has Spectrum for their home internet providers, let me know how. The XGWL approach. Now, Lisa Vasquez looking to. And now, look at this going for the SCF. About a decade ago, Lisa Vasquez and Tara Toxic were battling it out for the WCDL Women's Championship. Showboating a bit, taking a page from their leader's playbook at times. And now look at this. Oh, good counter by the Cuban hottie. Well, I know the Big Fat Stafford has someone on their roster that's very similar to Lisa Vasquez. Cover. One and only, as in like being from Miami, MMA background, Cuban American. Oh yeah, Loma Vice. And damn, dude, the tag to Jordan Michaels. One joke I keep making is like and my regular job. Then I keep getting tipped all these ones. I'm like, damn, dude, I get only $1 bills and strippers. Also, one thing is like I'm a little concerned with my weight, because one thing is that I weighed myself this morning and I was like sounding the alarm. I'm like 288. I'm like, because yesterday I got a chance to go to Puerto Nuevo to eat some lobster down there. And for those who are unfamiliar where Puerto Nuevo is, it's like Guayas de Rosarito. It's like just south of the little town of Rosarito in Baja. And I also want to get some glasses, because it's been about a good 6-7 years since I've had these pair of glasses, so I'm gonna get some new ones. But they're long overdue. Stiff form shot by Kendall Lewis. Big mistake by Kendall Lewis taunting the opposing team's corner. Like, what do you like? What do I gotta do? I gotta make these matches shorter, right? But I know 6 matches is a good amount for a show like this, the Birthday Bash, kind of a premium event. Ooh, nice arm drag. I'm not sure what I want to do for today. I know there's one thing I do want to do later tonight, but for this afternoon and early evening, like, that's where I'm thinking of what I want to do. So I'm definitely going to be going to the gym, because, dude, my belly is ginormous. I gotta... is like an all-out war. You have to watch every side, don't want to. Same people celebrate my birthday this weekend may not be the same with those. The same people that are going to be celebrating my birthday this weekend are different people from that were celebrating my birthday 5-10 years ago. Another tag to Jordan Michaels. Alright, let's get the next match going. Let's get a regular tag team match. So, I know this was supposed to happen last night, but I came home rather late, so I only had enough time to shower and head back out to sing a little karaoke for my birthday. So yeah, so that's why this live stream is happening right now, early Saturday afternoon. So yeah, let's do Chico Gutierrez. So when I made myself some breakfast, I made myself a 2-egg omelet and some hash browns. And yes, I did take a potato and shred it by hand to make those hash browns. Because that is a birthday gift from me to me. Well, because I deserve to treat myself just as much as how people treat me. One thing you gotta pay mind to is what you say about yourself and what you say to yourself. Because I always have to put in my mind that I'm the best. I'm the best in the ballet department at where I work. I'm the best driver on my side gig. Even though I work only part-time, about over 20 hours a week. Working at least 60 hours every week. And this is a long due break. Because after working 65 hours a week for 13 straight weeks, I'm like, that's 3 full months. Because if you guys don't know, like, a month is 4 weeks and a few days. And a lot of people budget for only 4 weeks. And I don't know if you've heard this term about too much month at the end of the money. So you have to plan. If you're gonna make a monthly budget, you gotta make it a quarterly, because you gotta account for the 13 weeks. And if you're gonna then budget for those 4 weeks, you also have to account for that extra paycheck in that 13-week span. And here we go. A little financial education, because I know a lot of people I know are financially illiterate, and we gotta change that. And now the tag to Slash the King of Hurt, and look at the size difference here. 100-pound size difference between these two. The 5'8", 178-pound Estrella Azul versus the 6'6", 290-pound Slash the King of Hurt. And I'm speaking of 290. Like I mentioned earlier, how I'm sounding the alarm how much weight I've gained. And I'm like, well, honestly, I feel good. Like, I run pretty well. I still go to the gym, but it's like what I'm eating, like, because just exercise is not enough. And now look at this slash. Oh, hits that superplex. And me going to the gym today is non-negotiable. Right now I'm trying to look through my email, see if I have any birthday specials. Let's see. McDonald's. Happy birthday. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to McDonald's today. I probably wanted to go to have a tag. I don't know if it's a Jack in the Box. I don't know if they favorite of mine. It's a special birthday treat. Okay, birthday expires 3/29. I think usually go Monday, play my birthday treat from Chili's. They do have a good special for, like, 3 for me for like $11, I think. Oh, birthday gift. An extra 5. Well, one thing I have to keep an eye on is, like, when does this expire, though? Let's see. Okay, it expires in 30 days, so I have till September 20th to use this 5% off at Target. I don't know if there's any fees for Shopee. God, look at this. Ooh! The only birthday, Subway, happy chocolate chip they did to you. Enjoy one free birthday cookie. I've always had trouble with my Subway. I do have a few I have some time to claim my birthday cookie till September 5th. So that's one thing I'm looking at right now. Like all the birthday stuff I'm getting. Because, I mean, yeah, the live stream is, we have a wrestling show. Then I'm also going over all my emails in regards to my birthday. Let's see. One place I haven't been to in a long time called Junction Bar and Grill. It's over in the east side of El Cajon. It says one free appetizer with any order of $40 or more. And I have 20 days free. Selected. Yeah, perfect. HA Pool gets the win. All right, let's get the next match going. All right, it's going to be a fatal four-way. Again, if you're watching, don't be shy. Drop a line and say hi. So, Warfield. And then the XGWL Women's World Champion. Alright, so what? Alright, so back to checking out the action. But yeah, this is a semi-main event. Here comes the Queen Bee, Tammy. Here comes Sarah Warfield, the gold standard of the women's division. World Champion. I gotta update the tournament brackets with the World Cup, or the XGWL World Cup, since the qualifying matches have been, first round has been concluded. It's now down to the last 8. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna make them one-night tournaments. Here comes the cover. Ooh. No, let me check the other app, see if I have any birthday deals. Let's see, Carl Jr. No, it's just we don't even have much. Oh. It's one on three good points. Rocket is a gas station. I get some fuel on that. Let's see. Happy days. Cheryl Warfield picking up the win, making a statement that he is definitely deserving of another shot at the women's world title. So let's get to our main event. Hour and a half. Six-man tag. babyface side. And no, it's like what happened in that match between Trey Steele and Sherman Sampson. It's like Sherman just wanted it that much more. And well-deserved win, by the way. You can watch that video. It is like in the first like that seems cool. I like I was running ready to play. Jesus, cool Samson 7-Eleven. Just to reduce the alcohol effect. So one thing is I drink plenty of water. I'm supposed to be drinking about a gallon a day. So while the main event is going on, I'm going to be charging my phone. So you know how I lose weight? It's when I cook for myself. I know I've said that before. Make well-portioned meals when I do meal prepping. The unfortunate thing is that I haven't had much time to cook for myself because I've been working too much. Because working 60 hours a week does affect how much time I have to cook for myself. Maybe on Saturdays and Mondays. Because Sunday morning I'm going to my mom's house and spend time with mom once a week at least. Apophis. Jimmy Apophis McMary. He went from being Nightmare to Apophis. I heard he used to backyard wrestle as well. See those eyes. This Noir. It's pretty good. Angel's twin brother. 80s Kid Mercury. Backyard days. Here comes C. The XGWL. Number 2 overall draft pick of 2010. And they have that focus. To regain that world title. So you gotta have someone that's world championship material. You definitely have to give them the complete package. The look, the in-ring ability, Someone can cut some good promos and a good catchphrase. And here comes the XGWL Ultimate World Champion, Sherman Sampson, holding the title for a third time. Whenever I've made my version of Sherman Sampson, I always make him look like his real life counterpart. You know, when Sherman creates his virtual counterpart, the longer hair, the full beard. In contrast to the, it's like, I want you to look like you. Just like, much like how my virtual counterpart looks as much as me. That's possible in the game. And here we go. That's the Playmaker going up against El Toro Extremo. One thing that the Playmaker has to do, he's got to pick a body part and obliterate it. Just like right now, he's just going after the arm. Try to take away some of that punching power. Now look at this, leading to the San Diego Stretch 2.0. That's the one thing that the Playmaker can do. Just and now watch this. Ooh, nice neck breaker. But so far the Playmaker has been toying with El Toro. Gotta pick him apart. Weaken every bit of him. Gotta go for that straight jacket neck breaker. Gotta go for the charging suplex, but Toro counters. The tag needs to be made now. Trey Steele comes in. The difference here with Trey Steele, he's gonna overpower you. Being a bit of a conquering hero, so look at, oh man, counter by El Toro. Now the tag to JC Wolf. Damn, what a belly kick from JC Wolf. Just going after the leg again. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Not even close. He's got to do way more damage. Look at this. Showcasing that strength. Another leg drop, brother. And now, look at this counter by JC Wolf. And now, look at this, another attempt at delayed vertical suplex. This time connects. And now Sherman Sampson, the deal for the champion, getting tagged in. And now look at the JC Wolf trying to show out here. Corner exploder. Stealing the pace from the Playmakers playbook. And that's only a 1 count. So JC Wolf's not no stranger to bending the rules. Damn, dude. That's super quick. Summer Sampson. Oh! Coming out. And the save by El Toro Extremo. We have the Playmaker getting the tag back in. Look at this. Yeah, good teamwork. Got a one-time former rivals too. And a kick out by JC Wolf. And now El Toro Extremo getting the tag. Ooh, look at this roll up. Cover. 1. Now, set up for the Padre Popper. You have got to be kidding me. El Toro Extremo just stopped like it was nothing. And now Trey Steele getting the tag. And now look at this strength. a little heel throw. Tag. And now Apolfis finally getting in the action. And now look at this. Try to go for the 1,000 leg plunger. No. Oh! Counter to a DDT. And a spine buster. Perfectly executed. As they say, spine on the time with that one. These two old rivals, also at one point allies of Phoenix Pro, at the beginning of the DK4 movie. Trey Steele getting the tag. Yeah, JC was surprising Trey Steele with that Bailey kick. Flying forearm shot. Focus coming in like a vulture, trying to pick apart the scrap. Trey Steele setting up for the Wings of Saturn. Now the playmaker getting tagged back in. Throw over DDT, and now Sherman Sampson getting tagged back in. Super kick. Now JC Wolf. Summer Sampson onto JC Wolf, and now Simmons with the cover. 2. And that's it. The champion wins the first team. Let's start wrapping things up here. I know it's been a long live stream, so I want to. Yeah, because the one that got the pinfall was Sherman Sampson, who's. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. So if you like the content, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and there with friends, share it on the social platforms. So with all that being said, this has been your homeboy XtremeTony. Gracias everyone for watching. Y como siempre, I bid you guys adios, and we'll see you guys next time.